Hey yo, what's up, rockers? Welcome to Populace Chats, hosted by Caillou Michelson, Yolanda Bani, Lucy, and Sean Crackle. Do check it out every Monday at 6 p.m. All episodes are shot at Philippi Village, sound mixed and mastered by the Sound People.
It's your boy Sean Crackle, the vlog of the vloggers. We're back with another episode of Populace Chats. And yes, I'm not alone. I'm with my co-host.
Hi guys, it's your girl Lutam Glaji, also known as Lucy.
What's up, rockers? It's Yolanda Bani, umamgcina, uqhamela, intombi eqhamazelayo, kwaye enqolayo, molweni bethunana.
Exeshapuzeri, it's your boy Caillou Michelson, the host that does the most, aka Daddy Yone Bati Caillou Michelson.
That's Mufasa.
Yes, sir.
Exciting journey, guys.
Yes, sir.
I'm on top of the morning.
When I
morning.
Top of the morning.
Good morning.
That's
Right?
good.
It's a surprise. I know, guys.
Okay.
Oh my
That's shocking.
No,
gosh.
today I'm happy. I'm glowing.
Yes, sir.
Is
Everything
there any good news?
As you
Maybe.
should,
Good
man.
news.
Yeah.
No, the only good news that I have is I'm still breathing.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yes, sir.
Lucy Jana.
I am good. I
Yeah.
am exhausted, but I'm good. Yeah, it's been good, man. It's been good. Yeah. it's been good.
Shonizi. Welcome back.
And you got grand, man.
Who's it?
Ndongo, Eastern Cape bakwenzena?
This one you face Eastern Cape.
Ebe-
Be-
nice
nice
now.
now.
I thought you went to...
On vacation. Was it a
She was
honeymoon
in
or
Cape.
vacation?
I mean, it's
Very
like closer
nice now.
to Eastern Cape, so much in a way. But I got grand because put down from the Espagatin. And then last episode, you're only sitting in the middle. I was like, how did that
Unge
happen?
Komos.
But
We had to
Still.
sandwich him.
We had to sandwich him. It was two girls in big. Come on now.
okay, now it's fine. But yeah, and the grand got again. Lawe was like, wow. So Yon is actually the one
Sorry, my
that
brother.
can sit in the middle.
How was nice, Nagi? How was nice since you were
Yes,
gone?
nice, nice.
Niza was beautiful. Well, Niza was the worst. Kuba.
What? That's a short turn.
No, in like let me
short
explain my
But
why.
that's agua.
In Landobang, like in figure so I didn't get much to experience the place and
Yeah.
like, go mountain hiking as away. But George and Muscle Bay, bro.
Yeah,
Sure.
God
Yabona Tina, we are like locked in Cape Town, which is a busy lifestyle, city life, But Puma outside of Cape Town, it's like nature and everyone is just
The
calm.
garden route in home.
Garden route the whole way.
Dog.
It's like really beautiful. So I had a great time.
Michelson.
As usual.
Kaya want to see.
Akoma Simba, Lesazanani, but I had a good ass week.
Yeah.
Did some work, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was not personal. I was not comfortable with the episode last week.
Why?
Why?
Ingaki man bendi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell
I think
people.
I was
You was
hungover.
hungover.
I was hungover, so that's why.
Hangover or drunk, nigga?
Now I was hungover.
See, talk about how.
Hangover or drunk?
I was hungover. So and I want to point it out.
drinking of
And I want to
alcohol.
apologize. I want to apologize to you rockers that I am sorry for being in that state. I don't know if I can promise it will happen or not happen again, but you'll see as time goes by. But I'm joking, it's not gonna happen again. And I want to apologize to you, because plus the team. I'm sorry
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
coming
you
to
should
work.
apologize because you were reeking of alcohol last episode.
Was I?
Athi
You
yena
were.
yanuka.
Because
Yanuka.
It was not that bad, Jenna.
Yanuka.
what it was.
It was.
I mean,
A little bit.
Anyways, guys, Mama's Berry was on fire.
Mama's
Too
berry.
Even though I had anxiety.
Anxiety.
This actually was your first time being a
I
host.
saw you actually there. I saw you. I was like, yo, yours are
So I was
shame.
like, I'm anxious. But then I overcame my fear and
Yeah.
I took up the space.
Yes,
So
sir.
thank you for
Yes,
having
sir.
me.
I think
Thank
you
you
should.
for having
I
me.
should have it day off and then you take over.
No.
We are
That's
both.
I
And
don't
like
think
both of you go well.
But you'd say we
Yeah,
do it.
we-
Yeah,
we're
like,
a good
both of you
duo.
work well.
That's why we are twins.
Tupac.
How's the experience for you guys?
We are celebrating your first with the first Populace.
Yeah.
You have your first, doing a first
Yeah.
with
No,
Populace.
no. My first sing gig was with Populace, but back in like 2013,
Whoa.
2014.
Yeah?
Yeah, but yes.
Hanson
I've come
Zan.
a long way with
And
what's one
sister.
up, guys.
Mamela,
Sister for real.
2013. From I like that look on 2013.
Hey,
We are not
iqala ngabani
my
number
gosh.
ID yakho?
Yeah?
Iqala ngabani number ID yakho?
79.
Okay.
Does it for real?
79.
Iqala ngo-18 ndotsho.
Washa.
Ngo-89.
Akho kude mos.
Iqala ngoziro yakho Lush.
79.
How's the experience for you guys?
Huh?
Lina nobody because it was the first time you guys going actually
To Mama's Berry.
Yeah, it
with the
was.
Populace.
With Populace.
market.
It was
yeah.
great. Honestly, I feel like I like the vibes. I like everyone. I like the energies that every time we there, everyone just. I mean, I know
loving and welcome.
Yeah.
people are not scared to come to us and be
Sure,
like,
sure, sure.
oh my gosh, Lucy. I'm like, yes, it's me. It's me.
Your favorite DJ,
It's-
darling.
You know what I'm saying? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So yeah, I enjoyed it so much.
Same
Block
here.
out the
Like,
vlogcast.
yeah, yeah.
Block out the
off the
vlogcast.
vlogcast.
Not
Ah,
anything, yeah.
kumani pa, and also I'm gonna drop Mama's Berry vlog, so nizabona papa. Kumani pa.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
like had the best time of my life, and also vibe ya pa.
Yeah, for sure.
The people,
For
the
sure.
people.
Exactly. The thing is, yeah, but with us
people.
moving around, we get to meet a lot of new people.
Exactly.
And full my busy strangers, but I would say we meet a lot of people. Like, how do you guys deal with law? Like each and every time, because we went to George, we went to Amosso Bay, we went to so many places,
Friedenberg.
Friedenberg,
Yeah.
and we meet with new people.
Every
we meet people
time.
that we only they know us on social media.
Yeah.
How do you
They're
guys
strangers to us.
exactly like how do you guys deal with love?
With meeting strangers?
Yeah.
Well, how do I deal with meeting strangers?
I think
With me, I'm a very what is this, friendly person.
Yeah.
Friendly. So it goes with the
Outgoing.
conversation.
You're so
I always go with the
outgoing.
flow. So I am an energy taker
Receiver.
and yes, receiver and a giver. So it depends on the energy. So if you are coming with good energy, then obviously I'll give the same, you know. So
Reciprocate.
there's nothing much, man. Meeting strangers, it just depends on what you give me, and then I take it, and then we move from there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh, me.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah.
Honestly, like Yolanda is saying, with me as well, it's effective. If you're gonna come with like, hey, Lucy, I'm like, hey, girl.
Sure,
You understand?
sure.
And you know, Yolanda Uti, if you come with this, or like, if you come with when you come with that energy,
Yeah.
for sure, I'll give you that energy.
Yes.
But like, let's say now, Ndimo approach a stranger, let's say, I feel like I would never approach someone that I can feel ngiyakusensa, but no,
Yeah, you
you're
can
not in
always,
there.
like, feel people's energy. Yeah, definitely.
It like took time because I am like a self-reserved person.
Yeah.
So I barely talk to strangers on like public transports or wherever. So like just like meeting them and like stibane with like new people mandijo.
Sure.
I like learn how to be calm because and okay, the person is just a normal chat, but hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Ngubani now? You're supposed to like grand and then be on the
Yeah, I feel like in some situations you just need to respond and just
Yeah.
absorb the energy. But
Absorb their
regardless,
aura as well.
some people might come to you like hard and not as other people would. Yeah, but normally people would want to take a picture or what. Energy bad.
Or other people are just rude.
Exactly. You know. So now in those situations, I feel like I'm one person where I'm like, I like to treat wonge umntu ngendlela eyi-one so that in a room if I could have like let's say 6 people, at least 4 people say the same thing or 5.
About
You
you.
can't.
That's great.
You know, because
That's
kaloku mna
great.
ndaqeqesheka.
Yes.
Yeah.
Phuma
Washa.
ekhaya
Ekhaya.
right.
Ndaqeqesheka.
Hey,
PK after
childhood
all.
important. Childhood.
Yabo ke,
PK
lo part is not important that I'm a PK. But yeah, man, like I say, because even speaking in English, like I would remember like back when I was a kid, like you say, yo, bro, like I have some good and bad memories about Leo part, Leo. Yeah,
Like this.
Yoqeqesha, bra, yabo.
Ibhani.
Because at some point it felt like it was abuse. Yeah, bro.
No facts.
And then you
You
really
realize.
look,
You grow
okay,
up.
But
I
low
needed
key,
that.
low key it is abuse though. If you think about it, why are we hitting children?
So it's
okay.
about better when?
No, I would never do that.
Really?
At all.
I found now.
Okay, what was your bad memory? Oh, bad, both bad and good.
In terms of my childhood.
Childhood. Your
childhood, yeah.
Shy or anything. Let me think about it. Well, my parents have never really hit me, but there was this one time, I went out, ne?
Yeah.
My cousin when I was to visit for holidays.
Yo.
Sure.
And then I went out to go and see my boyfriend. I think I was like 17, around that time. So I went to see my boyfriend. Was Miss gone in.
Anyway,
So I went to see my boyfriend. I think I left for like a good 20 minutes, and his cousin was alone.
Sure.
And then Kofi would die. And Kofi was like, "Uphilani?" And then she was like, "No, Upumila, I don't know, but yeah, but it was a weird ngongok." And then I became a boy. And then I had to come up with a story.
Whoa.
same time.
And bear in mind, my dad works at the butchery. So
Whoa.
his hands, darling, they're hard.
But
Okay?
yeah,
So I'll never forget that thing. Dad, I haven't forgiven you for what you did. Okay?
Dad.
If you see this, or rather when you see this, because I know you will be watching this episode, you need to apologize because that was abuse.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yes,
Yeah.
that was
Damn.
that's the only memory I have, like childhood memory that
Yeah.
I have, that it was, a bit traumatic for me because I was like, like,
Sure.
but other than that, it was my late sister.
And
Anyways,
good?
I'm not going
The good
to have
part?
that conversation. A good part of my childhood memory.
Yeah.
Fighting with my sister.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
good
I
one.
get
That's a
that.
good one.
Fighting
I
with my
get that,
sister.
though.
Reason why I'm saying that this is because my sister, guys.
Sure.
Like,
Fucking name,
talk to her, sister yam. Wayengenamfana, wayengenamntombazana, wemura qha, and everyone knew her ngaloo nto leyo bana.
Sure.
Ooh, Amanda. They used to call her JBL ekhaya because she uyakuthanda ukulwa, and kiss my doll, or rather wayene kiss my doll. So the memory that I have with her, sisilwa, and what I want to know is like so I think, those are the best childhood memories that I have. Obviously, at that time, I was like, she's abusing me.
Sure.
But then now looking back at it, she was training me, But because
Yeah.
right now, you wouldn't dare.
For real?
You wouldn't.
I know,
Trust
you
me, you
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Even if you wanted to, you wouldn't.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
My bad memory, I was in grade 2, mind
In your
you.
bed.
Ndilibele ufaka, andiqhotywa ngumama, ndiqhatywa yi-cousin kamama, but ababadala, like, bathi
Yeah.
sisi, umama uthi sisi kuye, yabo. I used to stay with her because my mom, she's just always around the province, yabo.
Sure.
So ndalibala ufaka i-uniform, then Saturday mosikuhlanjwe i-washing.
Laundry, yeah.
And ke ube ndixelelwe mna Friday uba ningalibali ufake i-uniform yabo kwibasket. So ndalibala ufaka, I think be-shirt okanye iskate, either way. Ndalibala ufaka la item one biza. Alutha iphi iskate sakho. Ndathi ndathula yabo because uyayazi uba sikho ne, and ke ngoku useyilapha yena ku-washing basket. So andizikwazi ukuthi sikhona. Nyani ndihambe ndiyosilanda xa ndibuya ndathi ndingene ebadroom kwathiwa whapa.
Uthulelani
The
now.
only person who can better Mbama is her, RIP to you, but that's my bad memory. Yeah, she passed away. But don't laugh. I was trying don't laugh. She passed away. So I think that was the most traumatic. Because I'm better Mbama.
Do you ever tell your mother about that?
I've never told my mom about it, hey? To think
So
about
she'll
it.
find out when she sees this.
Yeah, she
She's not
probably
gonna
will.
like it, hey?
I mean, what can she do now?
RIP to her.
Yeah, and then my best memory is when I celebrated my 12th birthday in Paris.
Woo, girl!
That's the best memory.
Let's go.
What have we been saying about you?
Miss Passport.
What is your good and
That's
bad?
fun kid.
Miss
Yeah.
Passport.
Rich kid.
So how was the Khonswan? How was the Khonswan?
How was it?
Bonjour.
Because
How was the Khonswan?
honestly, it was great, Nep, and there's a part of me that I regret about it, and that is, let me explain. It's the fact that I didn't allow myself to enjoy fully. I think because I was at that stage where I was insecure about myself, I hardly took many pictures. I hardly felt like I was okay or
And 12
safe.
years you had insecurity.
Then pulisho kaloku, bruh.
Dude, come on. She did explain this on
Yeah,
the...
but so I think, but then when I look at it, I'm just like, it was a great experience going to Disneyland. That was the best part of it. Going to Disneyland, the sightseeing, also getting lost at a city that you don't know, and you just get lost, and then you just,
Sure.
it was nice. It was great. Love it for myself.
You are.
Your Lucy has lived, eh?
Anyway,
You have lived.
Ezakho good memories.
Of
So
course.
zifikelele
That is why you guys need to have children so that you can recreate those memories with your children.
Plan.
How about that?
Plan
But not me
children.
though.
Uzaba nami na, no.
Tula uted.
Okay. Anyway, i-bad memory yami is ushout on your line. but like childhood bad memory. I'm fully the bad memory because It was an experience.
Yeah.
But ngileqa umakhulu wami ngemvubu.
B.
What did you do?
Ingxaki like I was like homies, yabo. I think we were taking grocery town or like something. So I like called friends over. Ndibize ichomi ezi3. I was like, okay, cool. So I figure and then play games. I did play strato song. Okay, sure. Sang and then we were like playing games. But I was like hoping my brother would at least later on.
Yeah. So who host?
Being a host like
On purpose.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
kumu be nobody like it's just a friend gathering. But so song is enjoy.
Sure.
I figure the chomi zami ziyaphuma one by one. Ngokwenzeka no. Okay, sure napick. Ngase ndibheka bu mvubu nakhaleza uphuma nabaleka phandle.
Makuleqa. Did picture makuleqa?
Yeah.
And it was like yabona like in the moment you are like fuck like uzafa yonke la way. But then like your yika is like fear, yabo.
Yeah.
But then
It's
like
my fear of you speaking closer the whole time. I feel like that's the other fear I have right now.
Never.
Listening to you, I'm like, oh,
okay, must I speak more English?
yes, please.
I will.
I'll speak more English.
Please.
So what I've learned from that experience
Yeah.
is to like always know about ikai and like are you
Chinese.
are you Chinese?
Chinese.
Are you Chinese?
Yeah.
But then good memories, as it means like good memories. Like birthday celebrations, family gatherings, you
Yeah.
know. Like those small things.
You're also low-key a rich kid, right? You're like
Yeah.
Lucy as well.
Damn,
But
ain't no
they're
lish kid.
pen child
I come from a privileged
financially,
family.
because I'm also
Yeah.
a pen child, but that is not pen financially. Exactly. But financially, they were like, we'll think about it when she gets here.
Everyone, I'm
Sabona
sure.
icebo ukuthi uthi kunecebo.
Because it's
Biggest scam ever. Your childhood memories, my love.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think a bad one, simple, eating a bull brand. Do you know a bull brand?
Shit, boy.
What is that?
Whoa, guys, wait, but bull brand is
Huh?
actually nice.
A bull brand.
It depends on the person that cooks it. Trust me. Trust me. In
Ankhathaliseki noba
varsity,
wathini.
we used to like eat bull brand with pasta, and it was amazing. I don't know if it was because we were in varsity and the
Indlala, kuthetha indlala
Indlala was
kuthethwe.
indlala, right?
Kuthetha indlala.
but I enjoyed it.
Nah, mna kandi enjoy mni bull brand khula kwami mna.
Were you eating it a lot?
I mean, the thing
'Cause it
is,
could be the
about
case.
there are those foods where they remind you of tough
Little
times.
pegs,
Yeah.
yes.
Exactly. So
Eat
if
bull
I would
brand.
eat bull brand,
It's
I
like
would know
it
it's
would
tough.
remind me.
Or if we would go to Gaspar and then we there's ba sekla aisle, send yas ba.
Oh, you
Chafeni
already you get
incane
triggered.
ngabo. Exactly. So
traumatized.
there.
Oh, okay.
Italian. A good memory. Yo, I have a lot of good memories, I won't lie. Yeah, I have a lot of good memories.
Yeah.
Which one? I think it would be 2021.
Yeah.
My first time at Rands.
You're not a child anymore.
21.
You're not a child
21.
anymore.
I was 17.
I was in grade
You ain't
10.
no child.
I mean, he
17?
technically he is.
I feel like
But you know, when we're saying child, we mean like maybe before the
Nah.
the teenager era.
I didn't.
Oh,
I did. I did.
ages, maybe.
I mean, okay.
No?
The thing is, I had it transition as it with childhood time. So I was in the Eastern Cape for some time, and then from the Eastern Cape, I came this side. So it's like I had to start over one time. So starting
So for you,
over
that
was
was that
not.
big.
Yeah, it was not a good phase for him.
New life.
So and then up until I was in my teenage years, that's when I started having a good time being in Cape Town. But
You're a late
otherwise,
bloomer.
I was just indoors, doing homework, yabo, young alone, and then
Went out,
Actually, I
did
do
one
have
night
one
stands.
other childhood memory that I
Love.
didn't. Yes.
Yeah.
I went to Sweden.
Yeah,
I went to Sweden.
Thank you.
I forgot.
Thank
yes,
you.
I went to
How
Sweden.
can you forget?
Thank you.
Right? That's cute. I
Thank
went to
you.
Sweden
Yeah.
to represent like South Africa.
Sure.
But yeah, that's that.
Period.
So, I forgot to tell
Damn,
about that, right?
yours
Inkosi sikelele Africa type shit.
Yena,
I
yona
forgot to
siphuma
tell
nini?
more later.
Why
And
sure?
that's
Like,
anane passport.
Eleni was at Dubai, bro, and then
Been
spent
there,
away.
wouldn't go there.
Yeah, I would never go to
Been there.
I mean,
Sesiyazi uba kuzokwenziwa ntoni eDubai.
with me, no.
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 Honestly,
No.
Dubai's not bad. It's just like you. I'm sorry. This is a topic we're gonna touch base in later. I feel like in Dubai, I didn't feel safe as a
Damn.
female.
As a black female.
Yeah, I didn't feel safe.
Really?
Mind you, by 4 females, mama, my cousin, cousin yam.
Sure.
I still didn't feel safe. That's why I said I'll never do Dubai again.
Yeah.
I'll never do it again.
Ah, you
Anyway.
tell about it.
Yeah. Speaking of not feeling safe,
Yeah.
I have never felt safe going out with this one friend of mine because every time I would go out with that girl,
Yeah.
why you win?
Whoa.
Why you win? Why
Exactly
you
when I
win?
stand.
No. Like she was a huge fan of one night stands. Girl, you know yourself. That was bad. We were in high school, and
So-
you would literally leave me stranded all the damn time. I hope you had changed.
So now, if like she was doing that with the high school, but
High
okay, I
school
mean,
is crazy.
Yeah, so like we would go out, no girl, you know, like speaking like a log. Like it would be-
yeah.
it would be her and I would go out, you know, girls, you
Yeah.
know, sonwabe and stuff. Siqokile makwethu ba mam ndiyabila ndayo cross night ne group or ndiyofunda cross night
Yeah.
yofunda, which
Yeah.
I was totally lying parents. I had to have fun. I mean, I was a teenager. Anyways,
And yeah, was strict.
so we would go out, it's just her and I. And the next thing, we are drinking, we're having fun. Ati choming yabuya right now, say like I'm going to the bathroom. The next thing she's gone. And when I ask around, guys, did you see Mang Mang? And then people would be like, no, we saw her walking out with this other guy. And then she would come back in the morning because then now done when your friend like going out a lot but we're hella here together at that time. As young as she was, that's another story for another day. And then I would go to her and get like, I feel extend because so I too normally would go and sleep there. I feel extend with the whole story. Oh, show me, I got drunk. And the next thing, I saw Abu Mama Bom Tandazo and they took me and they prayed for me.
What
and
the?
they told me to sleep there. And then, because she knew that I would judge her.
Sure.
I was one of those people who would judge you if you
doing
If you like
shit.
go
One night
off
stand.
path.
At that
That
time,
is a
we were
crazy
young, man.
one night
We were
stand.
like, what, 16? Like,
Grade
I
9,
would definitely
10.
judge. Trust me, I was very judgmental.
Nah.
But now I'm not. Like, I've grown, so I'm not that person.
So
Yeah.
Ingagi was because of at that time and the HR.
yes.
But now you would.
No.
I mean, at
Motivation.
that time. And also, I
No.
feel like it was just,
Okay, the whole concept is not appropriate for her.
No.
at that time, it was not, dude.
Okay.
And the fact that you would leave me stranded, you don't do that to your friend. You don't go out with your friend and then your friend. That is bad.
Yeah, man,
I
you
lost
want-
a friend because of that. A friend of mine died
Like,
because
uyakwazi uduka.
if friends zakhe zamshiya behame bonke baye group.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to dwell on that. My point here is about the one night stand. The fact that Ugel would leave me alone. No, man. I'm not saying don't have your one night stands, but think about the people that you are with. At least communicate.
I
Yeah.
think yabo, we live in those times. Ngoku. Yabo ngoku, I say when I stand is the hookups. Yabo. So
It's like phrased differently.
But it's the same thing. You don't try
yeah,
and...
but they just changed the phrase. Yabo.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, as you hook up here down, and then they would hit you up, okay, as a squad, and then they say go to a club in town, and then they know when they get there they're gonna be good. Without you knowing that, you go into a situation that might be uncontrollable or out of your hands, or it might leave you stranded. So I get you.
Communicate.
Bah.
Yeah, communication is the best.
Vilaphi
Because
nale
kwenzeka into kuzothiwa buhambe no-alutha. Alutha ke kwathini mina fike ngixoxa into endingayaziyo kodwa wena ukhwele kula Uber sisiya kule ndawo uyazi into ubuyenza.
Have you ever had a one night stand?
I was gonna ask, have you guys ever had one?
I've never had a one night stand.
Zito,
Oqale mina.
have
Have
you?
you?
Njani ngicala like
Stand.
Qala
One
ngibona
night stand.
had a
Have you
one
ever
night
had
stand?
a one night stand?
I feel like every guy has had a one night stand, but
No,
that's why
don't say
I want
that.
to understand my.
What's
That
that?
don't,
Every
say, don't say
guy.
every guy.
I will.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I'm not a guy.
No, in like
I'm not a guy.
like Lano comes with like youthness. You're like young and you meet people. You know what? You know, never.
Youthness.
I have never had a one night stand, and no one should have a one night stand because it's wrong.
Anyway.
But why are you guys saying you're wrong?
sorry,
Malawi?
dear
What is
Kapati,
wrong? What is
mna.
wrong?
No, not wrong,
about
Malawi.
having a
Sicele
one night
Lush,
stand?
you.
Andiyokaphathi ne. Mna ndiyamazishonza sikubale one night stand.
I mean,
Yeah.
he
So
did
andimazi
confess, though.
wayeqoka.
Even
Ugqiba
though he's
uthi ukubana
lying,
he-
he's contradicting himself.
That's contradicting.
Nah, but like in like India solar, hence why I'm like trying to push it away from me because I'm
Yeah,
like.
solar.
So you have had a one night stand
Yeah,
before?
but in like you are like not doing it out of thinking. You are like just doing it for the moment, and then next
Ngempela.
morning, ube like, abe ngubani lo? Ukubona so.
Yeah, nempen.
Yeah.
Yeah, more you like
Which is
just
last in English. You have a lot of
last.
last.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying
last.
to ignore
It's
this
last.
guy.
You're like last.
Pen is dangerous.
So you like
bro.
just wake up next morning like, oh shoot, and then go be like that awkward moment because both of you is boiling on.
Yes,
But
true.
where are we, Ongolawe? But
You have.
it's like embarrassing, but I have obviously.
I think the most dangerous part about one night stands is because it's the fact that you do not know the person that you are taking with you.
And oyazi
You
unandoni.
don't know. I mean, unandoni, we're not talking. We're not gonna have that
not.
conversation because
Mm.
I would
HIV,
assume that
no.
you do condomize on a one night stand, right?
Yo, that was too long, bro. That pause was too long, bro. That pause.
That's silence break.
I do, but also it's
Nah. You are stuttering, my boy.
Nah, but we are more about okay, Lola doesn't deserve a condom.
Shani!
Okay. I do condomize, but girl, we actually sometimes, but like, no, leave it.
And then you
Now
go
we
with
end
that.
I didn't like jambos, but why?
You keep incriminating yourself. This is embarrassing.
What?
Yo.
I do
Awena, you
use
my
a condom, and the reflect of license condom. It's really important for your
My
health.
goat, bruh.
I like
yeah,
yes,
the
really
dangers of
important for
one
your
night
health.
stand is the fact that you don't know who you're taking with you home
Exactly.
with. You could wake up, ufika mawuthi, indlu yonke iwipiwe out. You have nothing. Your furniture is gone.
been robbed.
Everything is gone. You've been robbed. Dangers of one night
Yabona
stand.
bakhona
And
ke
the other
ezo.
dangers of one night stand
Bakhona,
and
yes.
not using a condom is you guys having babies and then the guy's running.
Baby
Then the
mama
next thing you're a
trap.
single parent.
I mean, you call
Mene
morning after
lahla ke
pill,
o.
mos.
Yeah, ish.
I mean, true, you can't morning after pill, but abanye abantu don't really use morning after pills because I don't know
They
why.
have beliefs.
Yes,
There's
I
people who actually have
admit-
beliefs.
I mean, if you have a
Yes.
professional
Anytime,
one night stand, then
Have you ever
know
had a one night
plenty.
stand? Tommy, you look like the person who would have a one night
I
stand.
mean, it could be a relationship, yeah, 1 year because of one night stand.
Oh, you must come and sing, yeah.
Wow.
Wait. Can I ask?
Wow.
Is it still considered like a one night stand if you guys continued? Because you
I
guys
mean-
Yes, it is considered a one night stand.
It was
Yes,
a one night
was
stand,
a one
yeah.
night stand.
It was once.
It's
yeah,
like
and
love at
then
first
we,
sight.
For like a couple of months,
Yeah.
didn't hook up, and then we
Happy na
hooked up
natiban.
late.
But at least that something good came out of
A happy
it.
ending.
And you are very happy in your relationship, Tom.
Ne?
I'm sure you don't masturbate
AP,
anymore.
happy ending.
Uyangkwalaza.
I'm sure ayeka. Uskomana.
A happy ending.
You were to look like the guy that did
Ngwalaza.
that.
Yeah.
Okanye like go recently.
Tommy, but there's nothing wrong about self-gratification. Though.
Hey, I
There's
don't know.
nothing wrong.
I'm not gonna answer
don't
that
be
question.
Shy.
Jay
Don't be
Mpene
shy.
dangerous.
I mean, it is like, but also it's a good thing because you need to know your body.
Okay.
If you don't know your body, who do you expect to know your body on
Okay.
your behalf?
Okay.
So I think it's a good thing. I don't look down on people who self-gratificate. I think actually more than anything,
So
I
have you?
applaud them.
Do you also
Have
do
you
it?
done
Have I
it?
masturbated?
Yeah.
Darling, at this age, yes.
Slay.
I need to know my body. I need to study my body. So the only way that I can tell the other person that I am fornicating with, because I mean, I'm not married.
Sure.
So the other way that I could, get the other person,
Pleasure, yeah.
to understand my
justify
body
it,
and to make me orgasm. It's for me to understand my own body. So yes, definitely I have
Okay.
masturbated before. But at first it felt like this is weird. It does feel weird. Like, oh my God, this feels weird as fuck. But then again, if you think about it, it's a good thing. Because you need to study your body.
So okay, did you use toys or just
I have 5 toys.
okay? Watch you, Tsotsi. You have
10.
powers in your hands.
I have 5 toys. So, yeah. So are you really telling me that you have never masturbated
I never
before?
said never,
You have.
You have?
but I just asked you just yeah. But
Okay,
I
have you
know-
masturbated before? Gesho?
I mean, we all come from that.
No,
you
we
know?
don't.
As no pun intended, come from that. But yeah,
What?
yeah. Like at a time and age when I was still in primary. Yeah. When I was still in primary.
Puberty.
Yeah,
for
What
sure.
made you stop masturbating?
nah, it just felt weird.
It
You
does
know,
feel
like
weird.
after
I also
watching,
don't like it.
like one after watching a video, you're like, benza ndona abantu, sure.
Also, you are one of those people who watch porn.
Yeah.
So you don't
at that time.
you don't use your
At that
imagination.
time. So you use the imagination alcohol.
With me, I don't really use imagination. Like when I barely masturbate. Like you don't make it sound like I always masturbate.
Okay.
No, I barely do that. Like because like I said, it feels very weird. But if like when I do it, it normally comes around the time when I am PMSing. So you
Okay,
know
okay.
the
Ovulation,
hormones
don't
are
know.
heightened and you get horny. You know, so that's around the time where I'm like, let me maybe
Touch.
It's
DJ.
just that. It's yeah. So it comes from there.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Have you masturbated?
No. Like there was a question that you asked because Nangi called him.
Toys.
Oh,
My
do I
toes.
use- do I use
No,
I
she
told-
already
I-
answered
I-
that
I
one.
told him. But
Lucy?
yes, essentially that's that.
Self-gratification?
And yeah, imaginations. I don't use any imagination. I just listen to my body. Bang is even at
She also is shared.
Oh my gosh. To answer you on it, I've never masturbated, hey.
Shut up.
It's just like, how do I even begin?
That is why you keep going back to the same guy. Yes. That is why you keep going back to that guy. That guy who cheats on you. That is why you keep going back to him because you don't understand your body. If you can understand your body, my love, you wouldn't settle
He's
for
the one
nonsense.
that understands her body.
Yes, he understands your body. You don't
He
understand
studied your
your
body.
He studied your body on your
Studied.
behalf. How embarrassing is that?
Sorry.
Study your body, my love. Maybe you would even realize that he's not doing a great job.
Yeah.
You're 4 years. Sean, have you ever masturbated?
Of course.
Yes, Sean.
But I don't go like, can I explain like how it like became like a habit? Walk back then. Like research says it comes from just making sure like your brain is always focused or whatever.
Huh?
So like whenever you like masturbating on the stimulates.
Yeah.
It's fresh. It's like a backup. And it's but
You were so like isepa zakho engqondweni ziyabheka apha
Ziyabheka
xa
sibuya.
uqala lukhaya.
Oh my gosh.
But like yeah, it's like true though. Like Lando helps you like stay calm. Come on, Islam, like when you're stressing out. Hence why like most billionaires or like people that are like in the business market scene or accounting scene. Yeah, but have you watched the movie Wolf of Wall Street? I don't know if you-
But I know
if you guys have watched it.
Leonardo DiCaprio is
Yeah.
in it, yeah.
Ebona phana they're like working under like a super high pressure environment. So every like I think 2 hours by bathroom one by one. There's like a bathroom literally made for like masturbation.
Masturbation.
For real, yeah.
That's crazy.
Because
wild.
it like becomes fresh and then uba calm and then you get back to work.
I mean, I know there's a sense of
But,
relief
like,
that masturbation
Does
gives
to you,
but
yeah.
that is crazy.
It's really crazy.
But like that's the thing is like these things are contradicting themselves because like you find on TikTok when they like stop masturbating because masturbating becomes addictive and then when you're addicted to it,
Someone died from masturbating.
that's
That's
crazy.
Crazy. That's too much.
crazy.
It's
The
really
thing is,
sad.
it's a matter of, as you said now, omnye umntu ne might not know as a patterns as precise emzimbeni wakho, but you might know them.
Yes.
It affects even the sex drive yakho in a way, but I'll speak from preference of, I mean, angle yomtshita
Male.
yabo. Let's say performance, yeah, I'm used to be, let's say, 15 minutes long without
Yeah.
ejaculating. But now I'm used to masturbating all the time. It gets slower.
Yeah.
It could be 5 minutes. And then, I mean, I'm going to leave. None of frustrated.
Yeah.
Because with women, it takes longer.
Exactly. So I
takes
feel like
longer.
it also affects the performance, yeah, okay, but which is why some people should stop. Yeah, but, and then it also comes to a point where if you do it too much and then
Becomes addictive.
Exactly, becomes addictive, and then you might not even prefer another person. You might just prefer yourself, which is, I think, that just gets totally fucked up.
I think there's nothing wrong with you not wanting to have sex with people. People are annoying, anyways.
They are.
But there's something that I read or a Twitter post made by this other priest.
Bearded
There's a
priest,
part
man.
that I found very hilarious when he said women use candles,
Toys,
bottles,
yeah.
sticks,
Cucumbers.
bananas.
Kick up.
And then it comes to a point where their vulva,
It
now
becomes a bit-
stretches.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
when they have sex with their husbands or
penis
partners,
size,
they don't feel the penis anymore. Let me tell you something, priest. That is a lie. Because if there's one thing about the vulva, the vagina,
It's elastic.
it goes back. Women give birth. Imagine the size of
Of
the
that- it's 10
newborn
it's-
baby.
10
And a banana.
No, 10
Banana.
meters.
Like, man, priest, come on, you can do better than that. Stop lying to people now. Come on.
Hey, man.
Like, that was just hilarious.
Let's
Okay, can I
debate,
ask
just
something
don't get
based on
addictive
that?
to it.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah,
Don't get addictive.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that you could say is that, like,
Yeah.
masturbation can get addictive.
Really addictive.
And it does have a dark side to it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
it
also
can
the
cause
other thing
depression.
That he said was, every time you masturbate, you think of a person. That's also a lie.
Like in terms of the
Like
imagination.
you
Imagination, yeah.
imagine it, a
Yeah.
person, maybe a crush
Crush,
or your
ex.
boyfriend or whatnot. That's also utter nonsense. You can masturbate without thinking of anyone. You can masturbate because
Damn it.
Really?
yes.
When you imagine.
Yeah, look, fake imagination.
Benza kubamba izandla, but
Okay.
uyazisebenzisa.
But yeah, never.
Benza kubamba ingqondo.
I saw like an article and I am like scared to like ask this, but yours like brought it up like about the valve or whatever.
Yes.
Is it like true? Like if you like steam it, it goes back to normal.
If you steam it.
Yeah.
I've never tried that before.
Or
but
like
I don't know
you
if
used to
you-
see.
It does. That's why like they always advise people who give birth to steam.
Yeah, they do. They always
It also
advise
helps
them to
with
do that.
bacterias and
Yes, okay, that I know.
infections and stuff. So yeah, it doesn't go back, but it's ingathi ntoni ukubone since ku experiment ireke emanzini ashushu it becomes more loose, right? So what happens is when you're done steaming, it closes up again.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah.
Man, women have beautiful
Bio
things.
told me that.
Like women,
That's real.
yes, we are so blessed, man.
We are, man.
We create life. We are just those people, man. That's why men are intimidated by us.
And
that
you
is
have
why
power
men are
as
killing us.
well.
Like that lady.
Olorato.
Oh.
Olorato.
Olorato.
I'm sorry, I forgot her
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
it. I
yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
butcher it. That was sad.
The one that went
That
to a
was
date and then.
really-
Shout out to KZN
like, That
police.
was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because now imagine going on a date and coming back in a body bag.
Ouch.
You can't even meet new people now. That's
Like-
crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
And then people
You
on
can't
social
meet new
media were like,
people.
oh yeah, if hadn't she went to a date with a stranger, oh, hadn't she went on a date with someone who drives a car? I'm like, it's obviously
How?
men projecting their fucking insecurities, just like they always do.
Bathi bathanda ukuthi baye bathi khona noma bathi yabona izintwana zezipolo zenu nizithandayo.
That's crazy.
Izani
Nyawuza.
good. And I was like,
Unyawuza lo.
wena net too serious yakho.
Unyawuza lo, wasana
What you
lam.
say?
Because it has nothing to do with whom we date. It has everything to do with the men themselves. Like, just stop killing us. We owe you
Sure.
nothing. Because here's the thing. That guy went with the intention of killing. Like,
Yeah.
that date was never
It
going
was
to happen.
premeditated.
It was premeditated.
Yeah, it was
Because
premeditated.
Oh, it was a
you can't
plot.
tell me that girl, 2 hours later, she was found dead. That means that it was premeditated. You understand?
And in a matter of
Yeah.
2 hours, you can't even have like an altercation that could lead to that
Lead
point.
to you.
And then
murdering
less
me.
than
Yeah, yeah,
24 hours the car is found in KZN.
And there were two suspects.
Kodwa le
and
nto
then-
yenzeke eGauteng.
That is
And
crazy.
then that's 6 hours that is a 6-hour drive from
Then
was
how did
planned.
that happen?
was
That means
planned.
kaloku uyenza into yenza gqoka wabaleka.
That is crazy, chat,
And apparently
man.
it was two suspects, and then one of them handed themselves over. Zolo, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Zolo.
Didn't the
Now I
other
want to know-
two
now I want to
killed?
know
The others
why.
were
I
killed.
want to
Weekend.
know what was their motive. I really want to know. And apparently she's not the only one. You know, she's not the only
Oh,
one.
Victim
the
for them.
other
She's not
people.
the only. There are other
Victim,
people.
for-
So it's believed that they could be serial killers
Crazy.
or a serial killer.
That's crazy.
Hey, man.
Another thing I wanted to talk about, I experienced this not so long ago, and I think I want to talk about it. And this goes to men who still think that, especially with this Olerato case, I had a conversation with another man. This man said, I was like, oh, look, I want to show you the update. They found her body, right? And then he was like, I don't care, ne? And I was like, but you're the same nigga yesterday who was signing up a petition for GBV. And then he was like, no, you can't count that because you don't know what happened in the car. I'm like, what?
It doesn't matter what happened in the
Red
car.
flag.
You don't know. And then
Ufile,
what?
car.
it thinks you females are just so
You females. Yo.
females are just so what's this
Self-known.
ni njemani ni Tsotsi sinjani na
Self-centered. I think
siyatesta
Benja.
siyathanda ukubathesta in a way of like siyathanda ukubathesta and then what if she said something bad ndithi kuye adambulale yabo athi ke naye kubana ndithi ke mna ke so that means you would kill me because I said umbi. Because you didn't accept le nto ndithe umbi wena ufuna undibulala. How do you justify that? And then he was like, you know what? Let me go write my
Men are so
test.
fragile.
Let me go write
It's
my
crazy.
test before we fight.
It's actually crazy.
It's him.
It's him.
It's
Yeah,
him.
I think you're not even gonna be safe around that guy anymore, bro. So
Now we should look out because once you have an angle,
Yeah.
push him away from you.
Yeah, he's not my friend no more though.
Oh
Because
my
what you feel.
God.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, because yeah.
That is crazy. Like, what?
it's actually crazy, and you know that is crazy. This week is the death of Tsotsi.
Yeah.
I was like pretty shocked
Seriously.
when I saw that.
Oh man, may his soul rest in peace. We lost a legend there. That guy.
too
Big
much.
legend,
He
and
brought
like
a
for
Cobra.
a moment,
for us.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll never forget that.
I liked his character as Tsotsi, and I also
Yeah.
liked his character as Cobra. I think he has the best memes as Cobra, and also at Tsotsi. I think it's because that was my school book when I was in high school.
yeah, I feel like
So-
and he also won like a
A Grammy, a
Oscar.
Grammy. He also won a Grammy.
Oscar?
Is it an Oscar? or
A Grammy for what?
An
It's
Oscar.
Oscar.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
my bad.
Yeah,
My
it's
bad.
Oscar.
He ordered an Oscar.
No,
So
he's
yeah,
like-
man.
Once I found out that he passed away, and then I saw his son, I think, posting that TikTok,
Yeah.
and then I was like, wow, like
He's such an
Mkile for
incredible
real,
person.
and it is impactful, you know, that he
Yeah.
left in the whole film industry and whatever.
Yeah, man. I
So
feel
it
like
was
he was
crazy.
one of those beacons, man, that like
He was.
you'd like
Yeah.
constantly
was.
celebrate. And I feel like every role he played,
Oh, he absolutely murdered.
He
Yeah, he
ate
nailed it.
it,
He
was focused.
left no crumbs, and licked the plate
He
afterwards.
was focused.
He yo guys.
He was a great actor.
It's my mom's favorite
Oh, I'm
actor
sure your
also.
mom was
She's like,
heartbroken.
Choma Cobra
Hang
File.
Did she cry?
My mom?
Yeah.
No, my mom is nonchalant.
I tried.
My mom is nonchalant. She loves me though. She has her ways. She doesn't do hugs. She does high fives. That's my mom. She'll hug you because it's the first time seeing you. But other than that, that's the last hug you get from my mom. That's my mom.
What?
She's so
That's
nonchalant.
crazy.
Yeah. Anyway,
Did you see Laweka TJ Speedster? What he said?
I
the
agree
piano?
on him.
Piano.
I agree, Shem.
Do you agree?
I do.
It was
I think
Let's
ne,
engage.
let's engage, comrades. I feel like honestly, there's I'm a piano now. I don't know. I'm talking about a personal way now. Ne? I'll also talk in terms of my DJing era.
Career.
but
Yeah, career.
I started off with my piano, and then I fell in love with three-step. I fell in love with Afro Soul. I fell in love with Afro Tech,
Yeah.
Afro House, and stuff like that. So I do agree with him to an extent that I feel like piano is it's young. Like there's a moment for piano. Like there's a way like would see messing dawa much, but back then when meng dawa, then there's time when funu shy but see the you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it will never die though, because I feel like it is the peak hours we play piano. Peak
Yeah.
hours we there, people are there. That's what people wanna hear. We paid okay, we're gonna put Gom into this, but you know, that's the type of things that the upbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do agree with him to an extent that people are actually getting tired of piano and people are stepping into Ciza. People are stepping to Isakala Voga. Hey,
I think I'd like to disagree with
Same
Kanye.
year.
Go
because
ahead.
Me too.
Yeah.
Piano's like legendary.
Because
piano.
I mean, with the piano, if you could check the piano, it hasn't been here for that long,
yeah,
to say it's
but
coming over.
it has impacted so many people and so many countries even.
Yeah.
Bo.
Yeah.
Compared to so many genres, bo.
Yeah.
Like if you could compare SA hip hop, you could compare Gqom, Ilandukas or three step and whatever.
Yeah.
Particularly since DJ Speedster in Doniki hip hop.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bo. SA hip hop had its pinnacle.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure,
but-
for sure.
I
But I
found it
mean-
was, oof.
Each and every industry, it does evolve to
Mm-hmm.
the sound it There was Kwaito, there was whatever and whatever.
Yeah.
House, exactly. Yeah, but, and the thing is with sound evolves. It doesn't die out, it evolves. Kwaito, like the songs that they used to sing in Kwaito, they're singing them now in Amapiano.
Yeah,
So you can't say about piano, people are tired of that.
He
They're
is tired.
not. He's the one that's tired. Preference, yeah.
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 And also, like as you said, like you have your preferences.
Yeah.
You can go to a three-step,
Yeah.
Afro-tech and whatever. Go to those places.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't say people are tired. We are not people.
No, you are tired.
I'm
You
a
are
person.
tired.
Sorry, pa, you are
I'm a
Tina.
person.
Yeah, bro, you are
We are
tired. Not
Moving,
Tina.
guys.
Hands off piano, man. Hands off.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a
piano.
good thing. Piano's good. I'm not
off.
saying it's gonna end. It's just there's people who are moving away from piano.
But I don't think people are tired of it. Like, I think it's a
Exactly.
statement that we are against. People are not tired of piano. People love piano more than anything, actually. You know about talking about piano, guys.
Exactly.
Like, yo, piano gets you going. So I don't think people are tired of piano. Maybe he is tired of piano.
Yeah.
He should have just said, I am tired of piano. Focus on me. You know? Maybe go some attention. Maybe Shamukaya, because I never attention anymore. So
But yeah, that's
That's
true.
the thing.
but,
Yeah.
but he must stop saying like new piano, people are tired of it. No.
So long we colors are food.
No.
True.
Yeah.
But I
Yes.
still stand by me.
Nah,
But
I
no,
feel-
I'm not gonna lie. I understand you guys' views and I'm taking them in. But me,
I
I am
fully
getting tired of
disagree.
piano.
That time, better
You also
a
disagree
playlist.
with me.
I
Why
fully
would you tell me that,
disagree.
Why
Sometimes
tell them?
show me. and
No, but
hands.
because I like piano, but it's not something that I'll be like, I wanna go to a place to listen to piano.
Yeah.
No, that's me.
I
Do you understand?
understand.
That's me. I'd rather go to a hip hop sesh. I'd rather go to a three-step day event. You know, be excited for that. Going to the club for sure, I know I was gonna play piano, but I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I'm excited to go to drama because we're gonna
Yeah.
play
'Cause we're gonna play
piano.
piano.
No.
I think you would have loved the place that we went to. What was it? It was last week on Wednesday, Bridges Academy.
Yeah.
They had Zex Pandwe.
Come
Also
on.
played there.
That's crazy.
She killed the second
Nigga,
half.
but after about to a class of
She killed
Whatever.
it, bro.
Were you not there?
She
I did
killed
go,
it.
wasn't able to go.
And on top of that, she has a new collaboration deal with a new big brand.
No, guys, yo, Tamza is winning. It's like Tamza,
It's like crazy to see.
Tamza. Also, now I'm so proud of you. Your
the
collaboration with the
Fix.
Mr. Fix.
Yes,
Mr.
boy,
Fix.
yes, boy.
Mr. Fix.
I'm so proud of
Inspired by
Thank you,
Ukayu.
thank you.
Mr. Fix.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
was.
yeah. by
yeah,
Ukai.
yeah.
Ne?
The Fix, in case you're watching this, just know that we love you. So love
We
us.
do a
Thank you for
lot.
featuring
You
me.
also had a thing at the Fix also.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
also worked with the Fix.
That's
yeah, no, the Fix
great.
is giving us platform, and we are so
That's
grateful.
good, yeah.
We just hope that one day we work with the Fix and they sponsor us.
Populace chats.
Populace.
And this is
Please.
why
Please,
we're going to
please,
talk
please.
about why it's so important that you get your friends to subscribe to our
So
channel.
that we can get those sponsored deals.
Yes, to
Yeah.
get these sponsor deals.
I think we should do
Definitely.
like
You understand?
a young road to 10K subscribers.
Yeah.
Give out like hampers and stuff.
Yeah.
bro, like to like rockers and the viewers that are watching.
Mm-hmm.
So just
facts.
please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, the like, the comment, and the share button.
And the
sir.
notification
Yeah.
bell.
Yeah, let's
Please
go
make
up,
sure
guys.
now.
Let's go up. We can't be.
We're in 5,000, so like
standing
we
on
need
one
to reach that
position.
10K.
Yeah,
Come on,
definitely
gents. Come
do.
on,
We need
let's
to go
go.
up, guys. So please continue to support us.
Yes, sir. And I also
Continue
have
to
a
support
Lucy
us.
giveaway that I did.
Yeah. We saw that.
Post on my story on
Uh-huh.
my social platforms. This is basically where you have to subscribe and get 10 friends to subscribe in order for you to win yourself a merchandise from Populace.
Yeah.
And this lasts up until the 30th of June. Guys, go down as one DMs in. I am not a Facebook person. I am there to see you guys. I don't know these DMs things, Facebook. Hence I
It's like
said,
on Facebook.
hence I said, please send your screenshots on Instagram.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's how they enter.
Yeah, so you just subscribe.
Uh-huh.
You get your friends to subscribe to
Sure.
the YouTube channel. 10 friends, including yourself. You send me a screenshot. They also have to follow all platforms: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
yeah.
You know, of Populace.
Populace Market.
And then you send those screenshots. So it's 11 people, including yourself. And then you just have to. I'm gonna go like this. You'll see if I pick you.
And
To the news.
Yeah.
Okay, state.
1 cent.
Feta thing abelungu bayathika.
Like I saw that they're like, no man, I know, allegedly he's being
Yeah.
Evicted, yeah.
Of the estate. What did he do? Like I really want to know. Like what did he do?
But I
Because
feel-
on that article I didn't see much. I only saw the heading, and I was like, what did he do? Maybe Wednesday umsindo
As a piano artist, that's expected from you. Yeah, but then
That's
I
what I
mean,
thought. That's what.
also the people that are living estates are not
cool.
really piano artists, and they
not cool.
don't really subscribe to Ilandu.
And I'm pretty
It's that
much sure
kind of
it's the
music.
majority of the people at Batalapana, it's white people.
The
And we
49
all
that
know
went
how
to-
white people are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, but not cool.
Another thing about Gauteng as a whole, this is why like you hardly find house parties at Gauteng.
Sure.
Honey, hour it needs it before you find the people
Knocking on
police
your
is
door.
knocking on your door, hoti,
For real?
turn it down. It needs an hour. I remember back in high school we used to have these pins down type of things. We hosted we book a guest house, big
Yeah.
upstairs guest house. Good mind, everything is nice. You enjoy. Just know there's gonna be a shutdown.
Damn.
Just know it's gonna be a
Ba
shutdown. And it's
bora.
the people around. So
Bora.
I don't know.
I mean, where are we supposed to host, bro? Sihlale phi?
Go to clubs, boy.
Exactly.
That's what they say. But yeah,
No,
man,
man.
I feel like
White
how is he
people
gonna go about
wanting
it?
to control everything.
And
How
like
would you
also,
go about it?
Go about what, my love?
Being
the same?
evicted from your place, Ngabelungu.
Honestly, I would obviously fight because it's me.
Sure.
Umbambelela etonga.
I'll
Uyila.
obviously fight it.
Yeah.
But then if I'm fighting a losing battle, then I'll just be like, okay, it is what it is. I'll move. Fuck you.
Let's say you
motherfuckers.
bought the house.
I bought the house. I ain't living.
I mean,
What
how
the
do you
fuck?
get evicted but you
I
don't
ain't
really?
leaving.
Look, you can buy house in
Unless
the
I'm
States.
renting, I ain't leaving.
But
like
he's
that.
being evicted as renting. He's
So, yeah,
renting.
If he's renting, then fine. It's okay. Fine, I'll move, I guess. But yeah, I ain't leaving.
That is the
Yeah.
problem with white people in this country. And yeah, I don't like bad problem, but like it is a problem of like lack of understanding of how we like celebrate things, or
Yeah.
like, how we enjoy ourselves.
True.
Because like if you have a white neighbor, just know like multiple times there'll be complaints about small things.
Yeah,
Something like
and a
ukuku.
No,
It
I
means
think
ukuku.
low key white people envy us.
I think
For
it's not
sure.
that. I think it's the fact
They-
that
they-
like
they wanna have fun like us.
we enjoy black people enjoy differently to white people.
Yeah.
In terms of like ubamna, they are those white people.
Celebrating.
Yeah, like no,
Bona ibis-
like we prefer to like
jazz.
come together. If we're coming together, we come together. Palate, yebo. Palate is yebo. That's us. Bona by 10, they're closing the drill, they're closing the doors. It's like it's chai. And Bona, they like to start things earlier. That's why we have African time. You understand? It's because of like bona bazoqala ngo-9. Come guys for a bra. Let's have a bra, dollar, and some wine. Besithi ke thina ke qhaqhe Hennessy. Uyayiqhaqha Hennessy ngo-9. Yena usayolala ngo-9. So they don't understand that. Why couldn't you have done this
But
during
it's
the
not our
day?
problem, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Why they
That's
make it
also
our
another thing
problem?
that they celebrate differently from us.
You know, we are animals. It's called ops.
On lighter news, there's an event coming up
Yes.
with Utikawola.
For
The culture.
For the
It's going to be on the 26th, between the 26th and the 28th of September. It's going to
Yes.
be, I think it's going to be a 2-day
It's
event.
2 days. It's
Diko
on.
sika matikiti, man.
it's
And
her
akabakupha
fifth
ukuthi amatikiti.
Diko
But
sika
we should,
matikiti,
we should,
boy.
I cannot
we
wait.
should.
Yeah, we should
Ne?
go and
We
support
should
the
go.
lady.
Yeah,
we
for
should
sure, for
go,
sure, for
'cause
sure.
Yeah, we should pull
I
up,
haven't been there
definitely.
before. Do you know that?
I've
I've
never.
been in-
I've
To what they
never.
call it
How
thing?
was it?
Yeah.
I've been
How
him.
was
Like, it was the best experience
Yeah.
ever. Like,
Knowing
and,
this is dope.
and like Ugqibele uyenza pick up a loss of last year, so
Yeah.
2 years back, and it was great. Like every artist
Was it the one
was
there,
there.
Hearty?
A hearty, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
Woodstock.
missed it, bro. I
Yeah.
missed it,
Yeah,
I missed
akumani,
it.
but it is like a fun space to be around in.
Sure.
It's
The
like
last time I
crazy.
saw D perform was 2019 on the Iverson tour. And as a fun fact, I was going through my archives on Instagram and I saw that those pictures we took, me and Noti, and I was like, girl, I come
Lucy's
far
fan out.
with
Send
D.
a picture and then
Come
you
to
say,
my-
we need 4 tickets.
Ne?
Yeah.
5 for Ndombi Yami, 1 night stay.
No.
And then Ndlula nayo ngoku.
Yeah, boss, you met her at the airport as well.
Yeah, I met
What
that
did you guys
airport.
talk about? Because you
I
never
really
told
want to
us.
know. I really want
What
to
did
know.
you guys talk about?
Because what
'Cause I
the last time
remember
I
you were
tea
like-
up.
I got some tea, but we never got to sip on the tea.
What's the tea? Pelile yethu
So,
please.
without saying too much, So, so basically, what had happened was, no, I just asked her because as a podcaster, you're also kind of like a journalist in a way. So I was like, "Hi, girl, how are you? Good, good, nice. I will get allege 3 districts. Wirala.
Sure.
And then she's like, "Hey, bo." I was like, "Hey, bo, nyani." And she's like, "Hey, bo, into district abani mnandi." And I'm like, "Kalok, oh, bravo."
Yeah.
And then she was like, yakayazi naloo nto. And then she sat down and she started calling someone. But hey, what you 1212. Okay, no problem. And she was like, me, I don't know anything about. She doesn't know anything about her. She's not releasing. That's what she said. She's not releasing any 3 diss tracks for no one. And even if she did, she stated that Oh Bravo did slightly diss her before, so it mustn't look like she is starting it,
Out of the
whereby
blue.
it's something that people should expect if ever she would do it, because it's like there were those underlining these lines within Bravo's music.
So basically, you can't just
Exactly.
Because they always was in
basically,
a way,
there's
yeah.
something in the studio.
There's something
Being
boiling
cooked
there.
always
And we have
already being-
Kuka. She's been posting on her socials that she's cooking an album. So we'll just wait for that and we'll see
We
from
might
there.
get it there.
So she's just
I don't know the
lying.
features
No,
of that
kaloku
album.
uthe kum akakhuphi diss track ezi-3, but even if she would, mayingabi ngathi uyamqala uBravo,
Uyazikhupha.
mayibe ngathi yi-response to uBravo.
Uyazikhupha.
That's what she said.
Uyazikhupha.
But yena akayazi nix yoba wenza i-diss tracks ezi-3. Mhlawumbi ngu-3 lo mbhidayo, mhlawumbi ngu-1 le yenzayo, but not 3.
Mhlawumbe i-verse,
I don't know.
ayo track, it's just a verse.
Well, no, Tyla and I hinted that she's
releasing,
Yeah,
a new
the
album.
American
cannot
award.
wait.
So
American Music
excited.
Awards.
And she also won Ilanduka an award for favorite Afro beats artist.
Really?
Afrobeats, Afro artist.
Yeah, and I was so surprised by like she does Afro beats.
Afrobeats.
I was also like, Afrobeat? Mhlawumbi Afrobeats yethu compared to America.
But like,
ifani.
My question:
what
How do they Ilanduka categorize Afrobeat artists born in America?
Yeah.
So how would you
since it's
where would you categorize Tyla?
Pop.
Pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pop. Yeah. Pop.
Definitely
African pop.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
African
pop.
pop.
I think she's much more
Afro-pop.
commercial.
There is like a piano mix, if I understand.
She does have a piano element, like a lock drum element, but
Yeah.
I think like she's more of a pop artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. And then like your Afrobeat artist, yeah, boy. You know the giants,
But
She reminds me of
Oh,
Aliyah,
Bruno.
Like
right?
Aliyah mixed with
Open up, yeah.
that's true.
Aliyah mixed with Beyonce and Rihanna. I don't know how to explain it, but
At the
she
same
just-
time.
At the same time.
But she has a colored accent.
That
With the color,
powerhouse.
with the yo.
But she has a colored accent.
My
Yeah.
pop.
Also, like I feel like award people do that because I remember also with Central C, there's this trending
Central
thing.
C is
There's
coming.
also that, there's this trending TikTok sound of he says, I'm not really a newcomer though, but I'll take it nonetheless. Whereby he was given a newcomer award, and he was like, I'm not a newcomer though, but I'll take it nonetheless. So I don't know.
So
It's how
abakwazi
they do it.
ukucategorize kakuhle.
I'll just say that,
Abakwazi.
yeah.
Damn,
But hey, shout out to Tyla. You're
doing
making
good.
us sweat.
Aye.
We like that
Doing
for
good.
you, and we
Representing
can't
us,
wait
darling.
for your new
Braz,
release.
I have said news.
Said news.
What?
Muvango's coming to an end.
Muvango.
Oh, aye, 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 Muvango.
Am I sad?
Muvango. That is.
You're not sad.
My whole childhood
I'm
down
trying to
the
think.
bin.
If I'm
How do you
sad.
remember when 9 o'clock was 9 o'clock at
Fair
SABC2?
too.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is.
I
so
only liked
true.
KK.
And also the fact that they made the most, language that people don't really care
Yes.
Yeah.
about celebrated.
Yeah.
They made us
yeah.
love
Venda.
Venda.
Chivenda.
We fell in love with it. So imagine after 30 years, that's a long time. After 30 years,
They did
Oh.
great.
They are like
Production
curtain
team.
call, darling.
And apparently, like say the
Let us
reason
take a
the reason
bow.
why is because SABC could be technically going insolvent, right? So
Makes
now
sense.
they can't afford big productions such as
Muvango.
Muvango, etc.
Yeah.
And then also
That dude.
also the creator and producer of Muvango is under investigation
For?
for Ilanduka for tax.
Is it
Tax invasion.
Dumantlovu? Is it Dumantlovu?
Yeah, Tuma.
Yes.
SARS.
Under. And it's millions, bro.
It's giving
But
Mam
that dude
Kize.
is rich, must.
It's giving Mam
Millions.
Kize.
It's millions.
Yeah.
And then the third reason, so Muvango, like when they were at the Prime, they had like 4 million viewers ogo.
Oh, now they are.
Exactly. So at the end of 2024, they had like less than 1 million per episode.
You know what's crazy, ne?
Um,
I think it's that shift of wanting to go to now smart TVs,
Show
Netflix,
Max.
Showmax.
Streaming
Well,
world.
that's the
Ukhona
sad part.
idish
That's the
ekhaya,
sad part.
i-DStv ekhaya ikhona, but
Yeah.
le app and le ibhadalelwa indaba qha because uma ufuna ukubukela indaba qha. Do you understand?
Another show that is coming
That's
to an
it.
end is the Meg thing on DSTV.
coming to
Nah,
an end,
it's
or
not
it has
coming to
been-
an end, Lando.
Yeah, okay, it's been
Yo,
X'd. Man.
It's been X, like they cancelled it basically.
They were
Contract
like,
job.
been
we are
cancelled.
invoking the contract, MacG,
But-
because
It's not a good
All-
image for them.
And
Yeah,
and Lando,
I
it
think
like
so.
stems back from like that mini comment. I think personally.
Yeah.
Well,
That
because-
minute,
it
could be.
Yeah, because it goes against their guidelines on like the CCTV whatever.
I mean, you can't put a show like that on.
I was about to say that
Exactly,
even at
that
first,
is YouTube
How
content.
did they even come
To that point.
The
That
decision
deal,
that
yeah.
we are taking MacG to,
To
I think-
DSTV.
national TV because
Yeah.
guys, let's be honest, like that podcast, sometimes it can be degrading to women and those,
Not
those
sometimes
men,
it
yes,
becomes
and
degrading.
those men are very sexist. Like they make it obvious. Like
And
the
they
things
are
that
like
they
always
say are
opinionated.
distasteful.
Yeah.
Sure.
So imagine taking that to national television. So who must watch that? The kids,
Oh.
the parents. No, it's right about YouTube, and he's doing amazing. He has his audience that love him.
That's the thing,
Absolutely love
yeah.
him.
Because I feel like with the DSTV was tapping into a household audience.
Yes,
Yeah, but
exactly.
a household audience where
Family.
akazubukelwa kukhaya okanye kuyolanda qha.
No.
We all gonna be watching it as a
Yes.
family. Yeah,
Oh,
bo.
me, pa, bazobe bukele. The next thing MacG is like, oh my God, zenoke impundu zikabanibani.
Who would you rather fuck? Date,
Also,
or
how
kill?
does he know who Mini Lamini thingy?
Uyazi njani?
Uyazi njani?
Uyazi
'Cause
njani?
I wanna
And also
know.
that guy always spits nonsense about me and Dlamini. Like if you watch
Kamala.
his videos like, yeah, time to me and Dlamini. It was the marriage, and Besha, oh no, such things. So honestly, MacG,
Nah, man. Meg G,
sorry
please,
man, you
bro.
lost the contract, but it is what it is.
Did you guys listen to Ilanduka? The album by Kevin Mama Angel?
I only heard
Oh, you
one
haven't?
song.
Bro, the music
only
that
heard
came
one
out
song.
last weekend.
It's fire.
Kelvin Momo, something Soweto.
Mm-hmm.
What the other one? But
Nah.
it was
There's
fire
new
music.
music.
There's like new music coming up, bro.
So
I've
bigs
been
up
busy,
for the-
man. I still need to
Ulan,
check.
oh, he
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, he released that song. Oh my god. And
Oh,
kubanda
but there's
kamnandi
something Soweto.
phandle.
If there's one thing about something Soweto, when he releases,
we-
when he releases, he makes
we
sure.
feel
Also,
yeah.
someone that shocked me was Heavy K.
Ne?
Heavy K shocked me, and the reason why I say this, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like he shocked me because it's like, damn,
Ukusta.
his peak was like with the drum boss.
Yeah.
That was his peak time. That's when we were like, oh, hey,
Nabombo.
Heavy K.
Hey.
So
You
he could be coming back
understand?
and walk.
Now he's back and like excited to hear what he has to give us. It's
Nah,
a great
think
achievement. I was shocked. I was
think I
like,
need to
damn.
bump into it, like say
Yeah.
after this show and see. But
Fun fact.
Omnye umuntu that like shocked me this week is like Ciza's 33-year-old girlfriend.
33!
33.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
How old is
Caesar
he?
is, how old am I?
Need 2K.
Caesar is 20.
Ciza's my age, I think.
No, Caesar is 20.
What?
Yeah, Caesar's 20. 20.
Are you
20,
sure?
Yeah, 20.
Not 23.
Niggas 20.
23.
Like,
I think it
dog.
could be 23. Okay,
Sugar
between
mama
20,
level.
23.
Can't even do the math.
So like she's allegedly 13 years.
33.
Or 13 years
13 years
older.
older.
Oh, yes.
Or
than
10 years
him.
older.
Yeah, it's giving Arkel.
It's giving R. Kelly vibes, I was just gonna say that.
I mean, I
But how-
get
oh,
it.
the other way
age of
around.
consent is like what, 18 years for adults? But damn, girl.
But then like not like my
girl.
like my
Damn,
question. I mean question, is it wrong for like a guy? Because I mean if like a big girl that is younger and the guy older, these are chunga differently. But then are we still looking at it differently when it's a guy that's younger and the girl is older?
Why
Who's that lady?
Differently?
I was about to go to that lesbian girl.
Layla.
Layla.
Leila,
Layla,
yeah.
and then she had the audacity to come and gaslight us on some guys. You guys need to take down those things that you talked about. You said about me, rather. The things that you said about me because no one has proven that I've dated someone. Like, I was like, not you gaslighting us. Who the fuck?
After
you
you
think we
were
are?"
confirming, ba,
Like,
yes,
there's
And then
I
they
other
asked,
dated.
like,
things
where
she
are
would
the
say
victims? There
on-
hasn't been
on
anyone
anyone
was just
come forward
saying
about
whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, she
But
said
the
that.
things that she would say on interviews, like, no, I only hire girls that are beautiful because, like,
They have
you
talent. They have talent and potential and all that.
So how do you guys feel about the Ciza situation?
Mamela,
No,
about to add on Glewika Shone Betet.
Yeah.
Bo. Ush. Land we tet about if the roles were turned.
Yeah.
I think as gents, but gents don't really care about,
Thanks.
such things.
Age and
You
whatever.
know, age. If they like they could be interested Kumduna 33 at the age of 21 or 23, bo. Even though it's not right, but yeah, it's how it is. Yeah, bo.
It is what it is, and if umhle.
But it's wrong kodwa yona. In a way. I mean, because ngathi matured kodwa ujula nomntana.
But
20
20, bro,
years.
like 20 is
Like your frontal loop hasn't even developed. 20 years.
2 years after high
33,
school.
20 years. 33. 20 years. 33. Like, yeah, now.
Yeah, understood.
I'm judging hard. I am judging. Like when, as a 33-year-old, I'm not going to say anything about Ciza, but you as a 33-year-old, what comes to your mind when you're about to open your legs for a 20-year-old?
Yeah,
What comes to your
Mbuyisela,
mind when
bro.
you are having conversations with the 20-year-old? Sure, maybe he might sound matured, but guess what? He's 20 years. He knows nothing about love.
I also feel like it also goes to that thing of like the male, as much as like they want. I feel like the woman is going to be more dominant in this relationship because now this guy is going to have this thing of this person has been through life, this person has experienced
And in
far
as
more than
women,
I. Do you understand?
Thina sikhula
Already we are more mature than our actual age. So it's like, I feel like that's emotional abuse.
Yeah, man. But
On the
I
political
guess it
side
is
of
what it
things,
is.
Yeah.
or on the South African side of things,
Sure,
because
da.
they country is just wrong.
Let's engage.
Let's engage. So a side B boy killed 4 people,
That's crazy, bro.
and
3. I mean,
first
4.
4 people,
Damn,
and
that's crazy.
it is shocking about like a boy killing like 4 people. But
How old is he?
I think like the killer, like the
Yes.
boy.
Probably a
I'm not sure of
teenager.
the age.
That is
wise,
crazy.
but like
It hasn't been
Four
confirmed,
people.
the age,
Like,
no.
how
Yeah,
did
it's
he
not
kill them? They
confirmed.
stab them? They shoot them?
But I mean, Side B is not safe, bro.
Side B itself is
Yeah.
not safe.
Side B is not safe.
But
Please not safe.
but-
we always have our houses locked
but
during the day and at night.
he was using a gun, and I know about Usmana P or where. Maybe it's like gang related. I don't know.
I just think that it's the people that they look up to.
Amakhotman.
They are raised, some
Yeah,
they're
it
role
does.
models. That's like I see.
It does.
They groom this child.
Yeah, they
this
condition
children.
them into doing such things, hijacking,
Horrible,
killing.
heinous things. Because
Robbing.
now, what makes you give a child a gun to go and commit crime? Like
Maybe-
your
maybe
mind,
it's
what
like
does your mind
initiation.
tell you?
Kafuna uzenzele.
Like what
Join
does
the
your mind
family
tell you?
or
Oh, let
like,
me just
say
give
their way
this
of
child
joining.
ahamba ayobulala. Our guys, we can do better. Like
Ngoba uzibonakala siba uyindoda manyana.
I mean, kids are easy to manipulate.
They
So if
are.
nitexte kanibulala because andifuni nichaphazele mna. I don't want it to get back to
and
me.
then like
And when I-
kunalabantwana ezakwenza nswempu. Like
Basela.
a certain respect, So now umntana basabalayo bayiwana uyabona mos Khotman ubani. Uyabona, so
yo,
obviously,
Tabani, bo.
nami sabathiwe nguTabani.
Tayona, hanza mbula, Tayona, you
Tayona.
apranda kwanza yonino.
Yeah, man.
So I feel like it was
that is
those
crazy.
things.
Can I just add my 2 cents without
Add your
running
2 cents.
around?
Thandi, yakuthi.
I feel like honestly it's traumatic. It's traumatic also to I'm not on the killer's side, but
Yeah.
having to pull a trigger, I feel like irregardless of how much of a serial killer you are, there is that one person that you traumatized you when you first pulled that first gunshot.
I mean, if
And families,
I
bro.
mean,
You understand? And then also another thing I want to say is I feel like also the community that person was brought up into, it is something that has been normalized. It's something that when they see it, it's something that
and so
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we are saying is the people that they
they
look
look
up
up
Yeah.
to. Another thing is, hey, this is gonna contradict a lot of things, ne? I feel like that child, without having to put gang violences and looking up to gangs and stuff like that, I feel like that child is also faced trauma before committing
Sure.
the
Because
killing.
Nyani, like, where
Because
does the bravery
vele,
come from?
noma ngumntwana omncane kanjani, well, let's say you're looking up to certain people, you still have that humanity, ba. Damn, do you understand, ba?
I'm taking a soul.
I'm taking a soul.
As someone who
So
likes,
how did it get to that point?
As someone who likes true crime,
Documentaries.
Let's go.
Lot of times when people talk about the people, like the serial killers background, they always talk about how
They were brought up.
they were brought up.
It's
And
always
it's
the case.
always trauma, like trauma on top of trauma. So you do have a point.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like it does not really give you the right to do the same thing that was done
Yeah, for sure.
onto you.
For
But
sure.
you do have a point.
For sure.
And that is the reason why tourists are so afraid to come
I was going to
into
say that.
our
Yeah.
country. It is because of the
violence
crime,
is happening,
man.
yeah.
The violence.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Also, I do blame our department, our governance, and the reason why I do this is because after they had went to
The USA.
the USA,
Yes, the
there's an
White House,
article
yeah.
after they went to the
narratives.
USA, instead of trying to promote that this is what is South Africa is like, this is what it is, they were more defending it, and then they did state out there that we do experience violence.
A lot of violence.
We do experience violence. It affects everyone. Now, it affects me, black, white, yellow, gray, black. It doesn't matter. So that they failed to be able to say it's still when you are a tourist, you still get those safety
Nets.
nets.
Because
Yes,
it
for
is
sure.
very safe for them. Hey?
Exactly, tourists
I
until
mean, it's not like they come to side B
It's
or...
not like they come to the Cape
Nah,
Flat.
Yeah.
so it's
some
things
do
like that.
for,
Some
like,
do because
charity or whatever.
But then even if they do, they're always like protected.
yes, they always
You
have
know,
that person.
yeah.
That's
They're
what I'm
always
saying.
protected. They never really get robbed. You know, they
Yeah.
don't really experience the crime that we experience.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know? So tourists, honestly, they have nothing to really be fearful of. They don't. They really don't.
At
But you do have a
all.
point, my love, when you say that instead of them like focusing on how we are not
They
How
they
safe
took
we
as
the
are,
bad
not
as
are,
they took the
like,
platform
yeah.
for
Yes,
granted.
they should have used
Promoted.
the promoted and used the
Promoted,
opportunity to show them that
Yeah.
actually this is how our country is
Yeah.
for tourists.
Also, fun fact: apparently, the peakest time that we had like the most tourists was 2015 in South
2015, yeah,
Africa.
at 40 million.
Why?
We had a lot of
Crazy.
people coming in, and also imports, imports, yes, and also imports that were coming into the country. So it's
Like 875,000.
million.
Is it because of like something big
No, the millions
that was
were
happening
people,
back then?
Like
Oh,
40
oh,
mil-
oh, yeah.
40.2, I think, million people.
People.
And then the imports were like 875,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were doing good, man, until...
We were until COVID, and then
Yeah,
we
COVID
dipped
ruined
from
us.
COVID.
Until-
COVID was
Cupcake.
It got deep. I feel like in tourism, I feel like a lot of countries were a bit affected by COVID in terms of
Yeah,
tourism. So I
most
feel like
definitely.
it is a dip that we did expect to happen, and then it's just a matter of now we just keep decreasing, and you got the platform to increase us, and you just did not increase us.
Yeah, no, man, but the tourists should come to our country. They
Yeah.
have nothing to be fearful of. They should just know that the more they stay here, the more the prices go up for
They
us.
will.
That's the only problem that I have with you
Also,
guys.
people-
Other than
So
that,
it's fine, man, if you stay.
you guys are very
at
much
home.
welcome. And South Africa is beautiful. The
We
crime
want
is
your
there, but just
money.
not for you guys.
Come.
You won't experience it. That's just the reality of things.
Come hear the real piano.
Did you guys see that Thabo Mbeki interview with Buyiseni?
I mean, I saw a snippet of it. I
Same
didn't
here.
really.
What did he talk
watch
about,
it.
pa?
I'm not sure because I didn't see it, but like I saw snippets of it as well, and he was just raising some like
He
points.
said a lot about the past and
Yeah.
the future plans, yeah, but it was like mainly just, talking about how they came up,
Yeah.
Landuga, like as they were, Landuga, like, known as political non.
Or political giants and that.
Not even that.
Freedom chat.
Umkhondo wesizwe.
Yeah.
As long as in, like he explained it very well, but yeah, I won't lie, I didn't watch Yongela Way. But it's a very fruitful interview. Like people should watch it because
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that he said, but I couldn't comprehend everything.
Yeah.
I couldn't comprehend everything. And I mean, fuck, Muisin Ndlovu, bra, wasn't Ndlovu?
Dlozi.
Blues. Yeah, he's
goat.
intelligent, that one. That guy is
I like the
fucking
ego. He's so curious about everything.
He's intelligent.
2 cents.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, the interview was. I thought I knew the history of South Africa,
Sure, but
hey,
damn.
No, you don't.
It's deeper
Hey.
than we think.
you know, and I feel like those are the things that we need to have documented in our textbooks. Those are the things we need to know
Exactly.
in our textbooks. And yeah, I always used to say, I always loved history. That's just going into history. And I always liked the black part of it, the South African black part of it.
Yeah.
You understand? I also like that part most and the civil rights movement because it was nice.
Sure.
But I feel like those are the things that we need to learn. And then someone asked me, like, what's the point of learning about the British? And then they said
part
that
of our
it is part of us, yes, but it's also, it makes people understand in terms of why we have certain things right now. You understand? Why we have certain things, why we have the Cape Peninsula, you know, all of those things. But again, why don't they put those history spoken things into paper so that we also know that as much as this is happening and this was introduced, like our churches are all European. Iwisile is a European church. My church is a European church. It was introduced by European people.
Methodist.
So, Methodist.
Christianity is white.
So
the whole
basically,
Christianity.
Yeah, he doesn't think
why are we
Christianity was
learning
brought away.
about all those things? I understand why, but let's learn more.
Yeah.
African.
Us.
Yeah, it's just that they don't want us to be awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want us to just.
Because I was gonna say, like, an African child is taught at school to remember, not to be innovative.
Damn.
Sure.
Touch my
That
blood.
is so true. And I think that is why at school it's more theory
Yeah.
and there's no practical.
Exactly.
Because we don't obtain any skills. It's just for 12 years you go out at school and ungena a skill. Just
Yeah.
think about it. They're
Just the
suppressing us.
theories.
They don't want us to fly.
Anyway, just to wrap up, we have announcements.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So basically,
Yeah,
what will
big
happening is that
announcements.
on the 2nd of August, we're gonna have the Back to Spring.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excited.
Yes, sir.
So excited. So
Guess where? Guess where,
excited.
Lucy?
Where?
Terrence.
Oh
Rooftop.
yes.
Rooftop.
Terrence rooftop.
We are moving, Charlie.
It's gonna be a
we
vibe.
are moving.
So
We are
yes, sir,
moving.
guys, and then
I'm
also
super
on the
excited.
6th of June, we have our winter range
Runway.
runway.
Tulango.
You know what? This thing ne, is
You
giving
should be one of the
goosebumps.
models.
Mina,
Yeah, like,
ngeke,
you
I do
actually have
not
the
like
build
it.
for
I
it.
do not want to do it.
Why not?
Why not?
Ke shabuka vibe siyavalelisa. No, guys, let's not do that.
Dude, it's going to be at Izigo Museum.
Exactly.
Don't
There's
you
gonna
want
be a
to
lot
see
of
that
people there, bro.
opportunity?
We'll see. I need to talk to my boss.
Yeah.
But hopefully
But
we'll
yeah,
see
we'll
it.
see, man. Anyway, so yeah, guys, that's gonna be happening on the 6th of June at Izigo Museum.
And then
in
Back to Spring
town.
on the
Back to
2nd of
Spring is on the
August.
2nd of August.
Yeah.
So the first thing that's gonna come up, ne,
Ilando.
is the winter age that's gonna be
Rage.
popping up on the 6th of June.
Yeah.
That is now.
Next week.
Sure, next month.
Now. Okay.
It's next week, right?
And then
I think
yeah.
so, yeah.
And then we're gonna have our
Friday.
Back to Spring on the
This week.
on the
On the
Second.
6th,
Second.
2nd of August. I'm so sorry.
Alright, guys.
For a minute, I zoned out. For a minute.
It's on the
Sorry,
2nd
I'm
at
sorry.
Terrace
From
Rooftop.
the-
Yes,
It's gonna
sir.
be
2nd of August.
epic. So just
But-
make sure that,
You buy your tickets?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we sell out again.
Okay.
Yes.
Last year we sold out. Let's do it again.
Again,
Bro,
we can do
last
this.
year was
Before I
a
get
mess.
angry.
And also last year we sold out with no lineup.
Wow.
No lineup.
Rockers
lineup.
loyal.
They're
Fair
new
too.
rockers.
No lineup.
Maybe
They are our
Rockers,
rockers.
how about you guys suggest whom you would love to see? Maybe we can make a
Yes.
plan. Maybe.
On the comments.
Maybe. If we reach that
Tell us.
10K, you know,
Maybe.
we could do that. But other than that, guys, please do not forget to
Subscribe. Subscribe.
Subscribe on our
Notification bell. Share.
channel. do not forget to follow us on all our digital platforms.
Yes, sir.
At Populace Market.
Market. Facebook,
Yes,
TikTok,
sir.
Instagram.
All of them. We
Zonke
are there.
bonke.
You
Super.
will find us there. Do not forget to follow us. From me to
To
my
us.
fellow host.
To
we say
Sean.
bye.